DOD contractors fly some of the most complicated aircraft missions in the country, and with the complexity of their missions comes unique regulatory challenges.
The aircraft that DOD contractors need are unique, and they come with unique acquisition issues and a lot of government regulation. On the operations side, we're very well versed in the operation of experimental aircraft because we've been doing it.
Jetlaw works with FAA headquarters to help the FAA develop and shape policy from a regulatory perspective that works for DOD contractors and the unique challenges that they face in operations for the same aircraft that may fall under PAO for some flights and CAO for other flights.
Public aircraft operations are operations on behalf of a government entity. In that case, the other government entity has oversight of the aircraft operation. And essentially anything that is not a public aircraft operation is a civil aircraft operation. And the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, has oversight of all civil aviation operations.
Military contractors have unique issues because they're not always public aircraft operators. They switch back and forth. So when they're civil, they're often experimental. And I've always loved experimental aircraft. I've been very involved with experimental aircraft for more than 20 years. I've owned several experimental aircraft. And so when I first started getting questions from military contractors, they were amazed at my depth of operating knowledge on experimental aircraft. You're never going to figure out the rules just from reading the rules with experimental aircraft. You have to know how the FAA implements those rules, and that's getting into levels of guidance that are pretty obscure.
Jetlaw is able to help these contractors meet with FAA and talk with the regulators at headquarters to explain the challenges that they're facing in their operations and complying with FAA requirements when those are applicable, and also complying with their DOD contract requirements.
The government contractors come to Jetlaw because we can help get things done. We have strong relationships at the FAA at essentially every level of the FAA in order to help open doors, have conversations, figure out where the roadblocks are, and move past them. And so whatever the roadblock may be, we can help them navigate it.
Military contractors, because of their unique experimental aircraft issues, really can't find another resource that understands the operational aspects of experimental aircraft.